this project, how did it start for you? Was it like a song? You mentioned writing some songs on ukulele. Was it a concept for the whole thing? Like what was the genesis?
It I found myself with a ton of ideas from different places. Like I toured with a jazz trio, and there were parts of some of those tunes that I loved. And then I had all these like kind of riffs on ukulele that I really liked, and sometimes I would just sing a few lines over them. And um, I kept sort of, I think for a while I thought I needed to create this new genre that was some sort of superimposition of all of these things. And um, there were a couple kind of epiphany moments, but one was just, I love these genres because of their traditions. Like, I don't really want to change them.
Hmm.
Uh, I just want to unapologetically do them all in one space. And so it's singer songwriter and then it's jazz. And there's like, there are elements to the singer songwriter. Like there's some like kind of weird time signatures in some of them. And there's, I mean, the harmony is pretty simple, but I just wanted, I'm sort of allowing myself to be like, you just do that then. Have like your friends who play bluegrass on the record and your friend who's a hip hop artist and this jazz quartet from New York. Like, just do it all. It's fine. And then I was really trying to figure out how then I would piece these things together. And the kind of aha moment came when I read this book called The Overstory by Richard Powers, which is a beautiful book. And it starts, you read the first chapter and it's pretty short and it's a small, like incomplete story. And then the next one starts and it's a bunch of new characters. And I was kind of like, what was the point of that? Like, I don't really get it. Like there was no, I don't understand. And then there's a few more of those, and then the person from this one kind of shows up as a different character in this story, and you're like, oh, this one's not done yet. And they sort of slowly, as the book evolves, gets bigger and bigger until the very end when they're all together. And really, like, that is the structure of my record. It's not so dissimilar from the movie Love Actually, or or another book that just sort of messed with structure in a really cool way was this book called The Night Watcher, and it just went in reverse chronology.
Mhm.
So it started with these people talking about how crazy this war was that they just lived through, and you learn about their relationships, and it like happens like this. And then the next chapter is about these people in the middle of a war, and it's
Hmm.
different relationships. And then the last chapter is people's lives before the war began. And it was so I think I just circling around sort of how to fit it all together. I was like, this is it. This is how I can do it. I'm gonna somehow mimic what I've seen in a movie and read in books on this record.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
Okay, it brings up a couple questions for me.